Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Subsistence. You can see over on the island there, our rogues have moved. They're no longer up on the hill next to us, which means we can go up that way. I think that's possibly a crate. Yes, it is. So we don't have to worry about them. I don't go over onto that island very often anyway. They can stay there. It's a beautiful morning. Oh, and our fisherman, that must be from Bravo. I did wonder they would use that peninsula. He does seem to be struggling a little bit to find the water. Which is a bit strange. Let's see. Oh, there you go. Yeah. No, he doesn't like that spot. Yeah, I mean, we got a little bit done in the last episode. We moved some things around. Our tomatoes, some of them are ready, the rest should be ready today. I'll let them all finish together, as we're not desperate for them. There are some bears around up there now, so the white wolves have gone. Just before we get started on today's episode, not sure what the plan is for today, but I would just like to thank you all for those who have watched the series from the beginning. Thank you all for sticking with me, and I hope you've found it as interesting as I have. The objective, of course, was to see whether the default setting, when you start the game, the default setting is 24 days in a year. And I always felt that was just not enough time to get ready and get the resources that you needed to survive the winter. However, I have just proved that it is possible to do it. It was a struggle. If we hadn't have got that sweater, I think we would have been in a lot more trouble. We never did manage to get the jacket, which is what I was working towards. But here we are. It is now March, the first day of March, and therefore the final day of the first year. And I think for that reason we should wrap it up there. We maybe go and get into a little bit of trouble and have a bit of fun. We never did finish the base, just didn't get enough resources in the early days, the nails particularly, but loot crates in general, just very sparse, I think is the word. So, let us get started on the day. I did manage to get some fish overnight. I've got all our statistics up to a reasonable level. I'm not going to bring an enormous amount of ammo with me. We will just top up our shotgun. There we go. And I think he's going to be wandering around for a while. Now, it might be a good opportunity to see whether we can aggravate them a little bit, but he's not in a very opportune place for shooting, and he's not going to stand still long enough, I don't think. He's got his fishing rod out. He definitely wants to do some fishing, but let's see if we can put him out of his misery. We'll use the rock for cover. Yeah, there he goes. He knows we're there. He's going to hide behind the tree. So that's got rid of one of them. I doubt his mates will know that he's just died. I think they're too far away. Ooh, weapon parts, shotgun shells, very nice. And we'll have the berries. Yeah, so very sorry, but you failed to do the fishing, and you failed to, well, shoot your neighbour. So let's take this opportunity. Yeah, we're going to have to be able to break. I'm pretty sure they've got a door up by now, so let's go and arm ourselves. We're going to need a couple of pickaxes to chop through a door. So I believe it's two of those. 4 of those and 4 of those, is it? Oh, it's 4, 4 and 2. We'll get a couple of those ready. And let's go and see if they've got a cup of sugar we can borrow, shall we? The defensive perimeter of a bear. He could get in and spoil our plans. Let's go round him. So I'm not sure how many hunters there are going to be at this base. I think 3, and we've just shot 1. So there's probably going to be 1 wandering around, and then there'll be 1 inside. And we can use that rock, I think. That bear will stay out of our way. Might actually be able to shoot down into the top of the base. That would be kind of nice. Well, that bear's not going to come down and annoy us. Oops. What's that? You can hear a large boom. A lot of shooting going on somewhere. I think it's probably Alpha. I think they're probably shooting an animal somewhere. But I'd like to know if there's another hunter here. Don't see anyone. Let's take a cautious approach. Bandage might come in handy. I don't think they'll have a claymore out at the moment because the base is not finished. But I will just tread carefully, just in case. Now the fire's gone out, so I think we'll leave that. I think I would interpret that as there was only the one hunter who we shot, and if there is one inside, we can worry about that when we've chopped the door down. Don't hear anything? So, just got to hit this 250 times. I'll bring you back once we get a bit lower. And welcome back. So we're just about to break through the door. We've got one more hit, and I haven't heard anybody inside, but I will prepare just in case there's somebody squatted in the corner. Yeah. There we go. So he was just squatted quietly, not making a sound, and waiting for me to surprise him. And I'm not too worried about shooting him in the back of the head, because if he'd have got a shot off, yeah, that would not have been good. Now, as you can see, we can't get anything out of this base. It's not, oops, not been here long enough, but it will hopefully set them back a little bit in their building. But yeah, I mean, it was fun. We enjoyed it, and like I say, we are kind of at the end of the season. I only ever intended to run this series to prove whether or not it was possible to survive the winter with having such a short year. and I think we have achieved that. I think it's doable. It was hard. You've got to be on your toes, and I think had we not made the plant bed, I would have struggled for vegetables. As it was, we actually didn't really eat too many of the tomatoes. I did eat a few on the colder days when I couldn't get out, but we did have enough berries and things anyway. The animal traps are definitely a lifesaver. I think we can honestly say without the traps, just to bring in that extra little bit of protein that I didn't have to worry about finding, yeah, I think they made all the difference, especially once the lake freezes and you can no longer do any fishing. As long as you buy a lake and you can fish, you're okay, because you know, even if you can't get out, you can move the fire closer and you can sit there and you can fish. But with the lake being frozen, fish traps obviously would have been no good whatsoever. They would have not been accessible and probably decayed. So the animal traps, I think, definitely a must. But that said, I've very much enjoyed this playthrough. I hope you have too. If you like the content, please click the like button. If you don't like the content, please click the dislike button. But if you do dislike the video, please tell me why in the comments. I won't hold it against you, I promise. It would just be interesting, you know, what was it that you didn't like, so that I can try and improve my video content in the next series. If you want to keep in touch with what's going on and see videos as I release them, please subscribe. I don't do this for financial gain. I'm not monetized, at least not now. I do it for fun, and I do it to make content that you might find enjoyable. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next series. I don't think I'm going to be continuing this series. If you'd like me to, please leave a comment down below. If there are enough people who would like me to carry on and make it through another year, maybe get the winter jacket, then let me know, and I will complete the base. We will carry on up, build another glass floor above, and expand the base out as per a normal playthrough. But for now, that's me signing off. So let's just go and get a nice view to say goodbye to. Ah, there we are. Plant bed full of tomatoes. Rogues on the beach over there. And let's come this way. Sun setting in the distance. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.